Hello all. So here we are in episode 3 of season 1 to cover about weight loss and with bone and joints. So here, me and Sunitra. So I'm the founder of Visual, and Sunitra is the founder of Know Your Wellbeing in Facebook. So we both will cover about weight loss and bone and joint health. So over to Sunitra. Sunitra will start with introduction. So over to Sunitra.
Thank you, Pragya. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live talk show on FB. This is our third episode of season 1. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you all. May Lord Ganesha shower you success and happiness in your endeavors. On this auspicious occasion, we are here to present to you and spread more awareness of some common health issues that we usually neglect, but the remedy is in our hand. And as the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. So why not start at the earliest? Once again, I am Shunetra from Kolkata, a health and wellness consultant, and I am the founder of Know Your Wellbeing. I have with me Pratya from Tamil Nadu. She's a fitness coach and she's been successfully handling clients with their queries on keeping them fit and helping them in their weight loss journey through a holistic approach, which she will cover in today's episode as well. Welcome, Pragya, to this show.
Thank you, Sunitra.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
Sunitra.
yeah, sure. So, our topic of discussion today is bones, joints, and fitness for weight loss. They may seem to be very different or diverse topic, but actually these are all interconnected and has significant implication on changes in one impacting the other. So let's start with bones and joints. Do you know that there are more than 200 bones? To be more specific, 206 bones in our body. Bones support body structures, protect internal organs, and in conjunction with muscles, facilitate movement, are also involved with cell formation, calcium metabolism, and mineral storage. Bones have many functions. They support the body structurally, protect our vital organs, and allow us to move. The joints connect the bones and, more importantly, help us do the activities every day for like walking, moving around, playing with your kids, swimming we as we used to do earlier pre-COVID times and all. So as I mentioned, once again to reiterate that the bones in our body are the structural part. And like any building structure that needs to be strong. The stronger it is, we have a healthier bone mineral density, depletion in which results to plenty of issues. Now, whenever we find any issue regarding our bones, we are told to get a BMD test done. So, according to the World Health Organization, a T score of -1 or above is normal bone density, and which is lower than -1 and 2.5 means we have a low bone density. So it is really important that we take care of our bones and joints and protect them from injury, wear and tear. So in case if we don't take care of bones and joints, some of the health issues that it can lead to are very common health issues. I'll give you few examples, not many. For bones, we can have osteoporosis or fractures also. And for joints, we have rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis. So these are the very common issues related to bones and joints. Now, once you hear or get to know about these health issues, then you relate to the importance or the take care that we need to take for our bones and joints. Now we need to protect them, and we can simply keep a watch on our whether they are in good health or not by keeping a watch on our posture, how we are walking, how we are sitting, whether we are able to sit on the ground or not. These and some of the common symptoms are bone pain, swelling at joints, unable to fold our fingers or other joints. So, what do you think would help to maintain a healthy bone and joint? Before that, I'll just like to mention that what are the main bones. Bones are right from the head to the toe. The smallest is in our earlobe, and the longest is in the femur bone. And joints are everywhere. The neck that we see is a joint, the shoulder is a joint, because what happens is the two bones are it's like the knuckles that they cover, and it is like these joints which help them to move these two bones. So we have the neck, we have the shoulder, we have the elbow, we have the hip, we have the knee. So these are all joints. Some are major, some are small, but these are all the joints connecting the two bones, various parts of our body. So if we have to take care of our bones, what are the things that are important? Diet plays an important role maintaining healthy bones and joints. We need to have the necessary vitamins and minerals along with our daily take of fruits and vegetables. Boost bone density with vitamin K. Eat food that contain vitamin D. Get enough of vitamin C. Incorporate more calcium rich foods in your diet. Magnesium plays an important role in regulating calcium levels in bone and complements calcium in building strong bones. Vitamin D is required for promoting calcium absorption from the gut. So combination of calcium, magnesium and vitamin D helps in supporting the bone mineral density. Also, we need to reduce our sodium intake and increase our potassium intake. For joints, glucosamine is also very good. So as we mentioned that the major joints are neck, shoulder, hip and knees. So what happens if if we don't keep our joints well? You will find that you will have problems when you are moving, because that's the most relevant or most common function of a joint or a bone. While walking or particularly climbing up and down the stairs, there is a strain on the knees, because it's constantly you're folding your knees, and alongside you're pulling your they're having that weight. The weight on the body is on your knees. So knees have a very important role. Now this is all interconnected, as I mentioned earlier on our topic, because in case you're overweight or you're obese, then it causes strain on your knees as they have to carry the weight, and regular wear and tear along with the pressure erodes your knees faster, and you start developing knee pain and other joint pains. So along I have been mentioning about diet. What is the second step? Along with diet is equally important to do regular exercises. So you have either me or Pragya, for you can reach out to us for a health consultation, and we will customize you as per your requirement. Believe it or not, this can happen at any age. In our times, unlike our parents or grandparents, because lifestyle, food quality, stress have undergone drastic changes, and it is taking a huge toll on our health. So, if we have to emphasize on our diet, ensure that we have a good quality of diet. But are we able to see whether there is in kind of any adulteration being done? Because the kind of agricultural intake that we are taking, we are not sure what kind of fertilizer or a pesticide or insecticides are being used, what kind of water is being used for the irrigation. We know that so much pollution is there in the air, so it is very important that we know what kind of diet are we taking. Alongside that, As I was mentioning, that exercise is also important, which Pragya in the subsequent section will cover. Not to forget, rest. As we have been mentioning in our first episode of Earn, exercise, attitude, rest, and nutrition. Nutrition we have already covered, which is the diet. Rest is also important because if we don't take proper rest, then our body is not being able to recuperate from all the actions or the stress that have taken place in the earlier time. So rest, take proper rest, and ensure that your sleeping pattern and your nighttime sleep or whatever rest you're taking is comfortably done. And last but not the least is the attitude. You need to have that attitude of positive and vibrant and energetic. If you have a smile, you must remember that what we have learned in when we are small, that a smile can bring things that are miles apart. So over to you, Pragya.
Thank you, Sanitra. So, such a nice points about bones and joint health, which is very necessary for particularly women of our circle. So, thank you, Sanitra. And I will cover about fitness and weight loss. So, yeah. So there are two types of weight loss. We all know, most of us are following. One is the holistic way, and another one is unhealthy way. So I'm going to elaborate to you what are various reason of weight gain. So the first and foremost reason is our genetic condition. So most people get this weight gain issue due to their genetic issue. So and the second one is most people have addiction of junk food. So junk food are basically processed food. They are simple carb. So people are so people they overeat, and this is similar to the like alcohol and addiction. So most probably this sugar based and high fat junk food, these foods are addiction for people, due to which the people are gaining weight. And these foods are even heavy demand in market. So the like people are this junk food and these chocolates, these chips and biscuits. These are people are doing marketing through advertising. So so that people are getting addicted to these kind of foods. So and the next point is due to high insulin level. So to avoid this high insulin level, we need to eat more fiber and low. We need to lower simple carb consumption. But we are not following. If we are not following this thing, then we will gain weight. And the next one is due to medication. So some medicines will increase your appetite and it will lower your metabolism, due to which you will gain weight. And the last one is due to leptin resistance. What is this leptin resistance? I am going to tell you. These leptin resistance is basically happening in obese people. So due to more leptin secretion, those persons have no control in their appetite, due to which they are gaining weight. So these are various reasons of gaining weight, which we need to avoid. And I'm going to tell you what are the unhealthy way of. So we have two kind of weight loss. I've already discussed about this. One is holistic way, and another one is unhealthy way. So I'm going to elaborate about what are the various unhealthy ways we have in our surrounding, which most people are following for their weight loss. So first one is rigorous exercise. So most people think that if they will do rigorous exercise in gym, they will lose their weight so early. But that is not true. Due to rigorous exercise, the free radical generation probability will be higher, and the probability of muscle and joint injury will be higher, and the person will get fatigueness, sleeplessness, and even the problem of heart attack is happening through this rigorous exercise. And the second one is most people choose to do dieting. So what is dieting? So this dieting is basically a restricted diet. So some people try to avoid their try to skip their meals for weight loss, which will cause vitamin deficiency, which will cause dull skin issue, hair fall issue, muscle loss issue, and even low immunity issue. And the third one is most people go for VLCC. So VLCC, they are doing laser therapy, and those are basically high price weight loss therapy. And those VLCC is having some side effect also for your body. And the last one is fat diet. Fat diet is basically keto diet. Keto diet is it contains high protein and low carb diet, which will slow your metabolism, and even it will lower your blood pressure. It will make you nutrition deficient. So we need to avoid this unhealthy way of weight loss, this rigorous exercise, this dieting, this VLCC, this fat diet. We need to avoid these kind of things if we are looking for a healthy weight loss. And so the last one I want to cover, this is the most important one. So this is the holistic way of weight loss, which contains workout, proper diet, our stress-free life, and proper sleep. So when we need to do regular 45 minutes of exercise. So it will improve your metabolism process. It will increase your muscle mass. It will increase your stamina. It will even help for fat loss of your body. It will even help for releasing toxins through your sweat while doing exercise. And if we are following proper diet by avoiding restricted diet, so we will get all kind of vitamins and minerals. We will get protein, all necessary amount of protein, carbohydrate, fat, fiber, and which will give us energy, and even it will keep you healthy in both body and mind. And the third one is we need a stress-free life. So what will happen? What is the need of this stress-free life in our holistic way of weight loss? So this is the most important part of our in our holistic way of weight loss. It will release happy hormone into your body. It will lower your oxidative stress, and even it will lower free radical generation in your body. So and the last one is this is very crucial, which is proper sleep. We need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day if you are looking for a healthy weight loss in our holistic way of weight loss. It will okay. Sorry. Uh, Okay, so the last one is proper sleep. So we need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day if you are looking for a healthy weight loss, which will improve our digestion, and even it will be helpful for detoxification process of our body. It will improve our immunity system. It will increase our metabolism process, and it will also heal various abnormalities, various defects of our body. So these are various holistic way we need to follow if you are looking for a healthy weight loss. So we need to follow all these things if you are looking for our weight loss. So Sunitra, if you want to cover anything regarding this holistic way of weight loss, you can add.
Yes, Pragya. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, great. So, as Pragya was mentioning, that we are into the holistic weight loss, wherein we don't get into a drastic weight loss, but a gradual weight loss, which is manageable and which can be maintained, because it has to be seen that weight loss has to be a transformation journey. It need not be a drastic change such that you get noticeable, but it takes a toll on your health, and it causes fall on hair fall, or you start feeling weak. So it is an entire, as we have been mentioning, we cover all the four aspects of the four pillars of exercise, attitude, rest, and nutrition, and accordingly we get into this weight loss journey. So this is how we have ourselves been a part of it, and successfully we have been moving on from what our earlier stage to our desired goal is.
Yes, Sumitra.
Over to you.
So,
Yeah.
yes, Sumitra. It's true that why we have chosen this topic, weight loss with healthy bone and joints, because weight loss is like it is related to our bones and joints. Because if you will gain weight, the most affected part is our bones and our joints. So so this is the problem of basically women. So they are getting arthritis, and they are getting various bone and joint related problem due to due to obesity. So we need to follow all this kind of holistic way of weight loss, so that we will be fit, and even our age will be reversed in holistic way of weight loss. So we are done here with our topic about fitness, about weight loss, and about our healthy bone and joint. So, so I'm going to conclude here that in our ancient time, just a minute. So I'm going to conclude here. In our ancient time, what is happening that time? People have active lifestyle. They consume natural food, and they are healthy people with long life. But what is happening in our modern time? In our modern time, people are having sedentary lifestyle. They are consuming chemical based food. They are having short term life, and they are getting various degenerative diseases due to this sedentary lifestyle, due to this chemical based food. They are getting blood pressure, cancer, diabetes, cholesterol, arthritis. These are common in every house. You will get a minimum one person is affected with this kind of degenerative disease. And most ladies after pregnancy, with people having no physical activity in our workplace, these people are more prone to obesity. So these kind of people need to avoid weight gain, weight gain reasons. But I have covered about what are the various reasons of weight gain. So these kind of people need to avoid these things. People need to avoid junk food. And they need to follow, if they are looking for weight loss, then they need to follow holistic way of weight loss. And then need to avoid rigorous exercise, dieting, VLCC, fat diet. They need to avoid all these things. And our body is like a temple. So we always keep some time aside for our prayer to our God. Like this, we have to find out some time for our workout as well, because our body is meant for physical activity every day. And if we will not do that, then weight gain will happen. And with weight gain, we will get so many diseases. So we need to do workout in regular basis with our healthy diet. So I'm running a free fitness club for all women of my circle. So I'm inviting all women to join with me and take motivation from all women of my community. So stay tuned for our next episode with Sunitra and me. And thanks for watching this. See you next time, this time with new topic. So we are done. Thank you.